Hey everybody, I am David, and today I'm going to be talking about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 13, True Colors. This is an episode where we see Barry trying to break out of prison, and some of the jailmates that are in prison with him are showing their true colors. Or maybe the episode is actually talking about Ralph and his true colors, because I don't know how you shapeshift into different people, and I get that your body appearance might change and all that, but how do you change the color of your skin? That true colors right there. Let's get right into this. Let's start off with the Ralph storyline. The Ralph storyline was complete craziness. And by craziness, I mean maybe a little bit too crazy for even the Flash standards. He's a little depressed because he's worried about letting his friends down, and then he'll have no friends no more. And Ralph has been growing on me, and he hasn't been that bad. He wasn't that bad in this episode, but sometimes the stories it seems like they're giving him are a complete waste. And this is just proof of another Ralph episode that felt like a complete waste of time. I wish we focused more on Barry and the prisoners that were trying to escape because Amulet wanted to buy them, but no, we had to focus on Ralph and his worrisome that he was going to let down Team Flash, and they were all going to leave him. He had like the Scottish guy, or Scottish or Irish, I'm not too sure, I get confused with the accent. It sounded Scottish to me. The Scottish guy, his best friend, checking up on him, kind of putting him down, which seemed pointless because the guy disappeared afterwards. It was just to introduce us to a character that Ralph can turn into while he was upset, and show Team Flash that, hey, look, he could transform into anybody he wants, even people of different skin tones, because that makes sense, right? Like I said, I can buy the fact that he can turn fat and stretch his face into whatever, but how do you stretch the color of your skin? That, to me, I was like, okay, guys, there's only so much you can do with that power, okay? That's just reaching it. And someone on Twitter actually tweeted to me right after, telling me that apparently that happens in the comics too. So just because it happens in the comics doesn't necessarily mean it should happen on the show. Because for me, as someone who's the fan of The Flash, this TV series, this version of it, that just went a little bit too much, that I thought, I don't know if that should be a power. The stuff that I did like, though, was the stuff with Barry escaping with the metahumans, the previous metahumans that he's faced, trying to get out of the prison because Amunet wants to buy them and use them for her own purposes, while the warden is, he's going to sell them off to her. That was the stuff that I liked. There was even the part where he was bonding a little bit more with one of them. The character that I thought was super annoying last time we saw her, with the high-pitched voice, who actually was a little bit better in this episode. I'm going to admit that. I thought she was much more tolerable. I actually liked her even more so at the end, which I'll get into. But yeah, I like that part where they found the guy in the sewer system, and they were thinking of killing him, and Barry was like, hey guys, look, we don't have to kill him, and instead Barry knocks him out. I actually like that scene. It showed Barry's humanity, of course, and how the other ones worked. And then comes the ending. I think the ending is really what made the episode even more so, a little bit more even for me, rather than a total mess because of the Ralph storyline. I felt that DeVoe finally coming back. We haven't seen him since Barry was put into prison. I felt that his storyline, him coming and taking, I guess, their powers or something, or their life force or whatever he took from them, including the girl who Barry was definitely bonding with the high-pitched voice. He took her body and is now in possession of that body, I guess, for the rest of the season. Who knows? Now it seems like who knows? If he gets bored of a body, he says, you know what? I'm going to trade up for this one now. Whatever pleases him. And it seems like the more metahumans that he gets, I guess he absorbs their powers or something. We still are not quite sure of what this guy's plan is. So everything is still a mystery to me as far as I know. He hasn't revealed anything. His wife is not sure about things that are going on. I did like that they finally broke Barry out of prison, having Ralph transform into DeVoe's old body and getting Barry out of there. Although, does that mean Ralph is going to have to continue posing as DeVoe? Who knows? I guess they'll have to, right? And will DeVoe's wife and DeVoe himself try to find a way to, like, how long can they keep that up for? Because if the court realizes that DeVoe has been missing again for a couple of days or weeks or whatever, won't they get suspicious? There's a lot of questions there that I think the writers can't just drop and leave. I think we are going to see that progression. And other than that, look, the episode as a whole was okay. There was some good things, and then there was some annoying things. And the crazy, wacky, campy stuff is the stuff that I think I liked without from The Flash before. I like comedic moments. I just don't like them when they're too over the top and flashy. No pun intended, for The Flash. I like them when they are more contained and more, they feel more natural, if that makes sense. Like the previous series or seasons of The Flash, you know, season 1 through, like Cisco type of comedic humor. That's the kind of humor I like. Ralph's type of humor is too much for me to handle for The Flash. I think it's not right. I think if he was on Legends, he'd fit better in that group, because Legends of Tomorrow is that type of a show that it is, and I feel like that doesn't work for The Flash. That's just me, though. Maybe the writers disagree with me. Maybe you guys disagree with me. Comment below and share your thoughts on Ralph. I hope I'm not the only one out there. I'm pretty sure I'm not. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So, look, I'm still looking forward to the rest of the season. This episode wasn't the worst. I'd rather have an episode having me ask what the fuck is going on, rather than an episode that gets me bored. So I guess I was entertained enough to give it if I were to rate it, a 7 out of 10. So comment below, like this video, guys, if you agree with me. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge fan of The Flash or Arrow or the Arrowverse in general, or any DC TV show. And until next time, take care.